Hey guys, it's Dutch. I can really tell Mercury's gonna go retrograde soon because I am tripping over my words. I'm tripping. But I wanted to come on here and just, first of all, if you like my shirt, I still have a couple left. It's my first merch design ever. It's the Lovers. I will link it in the description. I have a couple larges left. So on the back it says Big Deck Energy and it's got like Dutchess Divinity. It's pretty cool. I love it. And I'm very proud of my first merch design. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and let you know about the spell working that, the next spell working I'm going to be doing. So, Archangel Michael came to me and, told me that, he wanted me to do a large protection ritual. So for those of you who don't know, every month I get a certain number of assignments from my spirits about group spell workings that I'm supposed to do to aid in, collective consciousness and helping the collective. And Archangel Michael has come to me, offered to work with us, and offered to do a huge protection ritual. So I'm really excited about this one. Me and Archangel Michael have a little bit of like a rocky past because when I started realizing I had a lot of reptile DNA and I started working with my dragons more, I realized that he was a dragon slayer, and that really fucking pissed me off. So I like burned all of my pictures of him and I blocked him out for like maybe like 2 years. And during my near-death experience, I allowed him back in. Apparently, I consented to him coming back, and he did help to save my life, thank God. So we have this weird dynamic, and sometimes I still get mad at him, even though he's very chill with me and my anger. But I still get mad at him for killing the dragons. But basically, if you don't know what this planet is, this whole planet, humanity as a whole, we all have DNA spliced with many different types of aliens. This could be activating your DNA right now, just hearing me talk about this. All of our DNA has been spliced with one form of interdimensional creature or another. And alien is just another word for interdimensional creature. It's just creatures that live in a dimension outside of the third dimension, which is the only plane we can physically see and interact with. But there are at least 13 dimensions in this reality that science has discovered. We're only on the third. So basically I was having a conversation with him and I was like, I'm still really pissed off about that dragon, like you killing all the dragons. And basically my dragon, my main keeper dragon, and Archangel Michael both came down and they're like, Nikki, just like the treaties that are created through the other interdimensional creatures, there was a war between the angels and the dragons. At one point, there was a war between angels and dragons. And I am essentially a peace treaty. Me, someone like myself who has both reptilian, DNA and dragon DNA, as well as really, I have quite a bit of angelic DNA. I'm an 11th dimensional angelic being in another life. So basically, I have the angelic DNA within this physical form, and then I have the dragon reptilian DNA within this physical form, and me, I am a peace treaty. There are many humans like me with different connections of interdimensional DNA that intertwine, of different wars that have happened within this specific universe, and their DNA is intertwined in order to create a copacetic understanding, right? And to create grace around what's happened in the past, and to forgive and create that Christ consciousness that we're trying to bring the earth into that 5D energy of being into. So like I have a lot of grays in my life. I connect really well with gray aliens. I don't have as much gray alien DNA in me, but I've had lives as grays, and I get along really well with grays, with tall grays specifically, humans who are also tall grays. I get along really, really well with reptiles. I get along pretty well with angels too, So it's like basically when we have the splicing of all the different, like all of humanity is essentially an experiment to abolish all the wars that destroyed this universe. Because eventually, if you just keep having war with every single interdimensional creature, the whole universe implodes. And to save the universe, they came down to like this, one of the lowest levels, one of the lowest tiers in a timeline where we could actually shift the future. Because I'm sure you've heard about, I'm getting way off topic, but I think you are probably interested if you're still listening. So I'm sure you've heard about how the Greys actually got in such tumult. They used to live like the Martians. I know Martians and Greys. I know Greys ended up losing their ability to reproduce due to like nuclear war. And I know that Martians also, like Mars was destroyed by nuclear war, and Martians destroyed themselves through nuclear war, as well as whoever they were warring with. And honestly, so many reptilians are at war with like everyone that a lot of us do have reptile DNA within us, because reptilian energy is so specific and it's so narrow-minded and targeted and really chaotic, and can be really evil, and can be really service to self, take. Like if you have too much reptile DNA, that's where you have like the narcissist, that's where you have the serial killers, that's where you have the sociopaths that have no empathy. It's like reptilians only care about their kind, and they don't care who they destroy along the way. And not all reptilians are like this, because we've made changes, right? Because we've spliced the DNA with other entities that can actually have empathy and things along those lines. And that's why we as humans, and Earth is this giant portal, this giant trading ground, this giant experiment to bring all these different forms of DNA together to create a peace treaty. Essentially, the human race is a peace treaty between all species. So that was a really long way of saying I don't always get along with Archangel Michael, but I unconditionally love him and he unconditionally loves me. Very much like the twin flame relationship, right? Okay, so I'm going to read you about the spell. Archangel Michael has come to me and offered to work with us in a mass protection ritual. As the veil becomes thinner and Samhain Halloween approaches, I've been feeling it's very important to bulk up on our protection, especially in the current collective climate in both the physical and spiritual realms. This is a great ritual to follow up the casting out negativity spell with, to maintain protection around maintaining the clear energy we just created. For this ritual, we will have 11 large jar working candles, and you will each get a loaded petition and a stick candle. So a loaded petition is like, I put your petition and then I load it with oil and glitter or herbs or whatever I feel channeled to put on your petition. And a stick candle is, you know, like a regular small stick candle. I will burn each of our candles on pieces of wood that I will later use to create a fire for a fire ceremony. I will use my singing bowl to clear and move energy for the candle working, and I will then use the singing bowl to create a protective, impenetrable angelic force field around us during this fire ceremony. This working will be held Tuesday, October 5th, weather permitting, to work with the energy of Mars and war. There will be 2 private lives. You will receive the link to the first 24 hours before the working, and the second link will be created after the first working is finished. The numerology of the day breaks down to the power number 11, which holds many benefits. The 11th dimension is also where many powerful angelic beings of light reside. I look forward to working with you. So, power number 11, Mars energy on the 5th, change energy. We're just gonna fucking fuck it up. And I know Archangel Michael is loving, but he's also a warrior. He takes no prisoners. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna put this protection ritual around us so thick that we're not gonna have to protect ourselves until fucking 2022. Okay? So if you'd like to join, I just saw 9/11 when I said that, baby. 9 is the number of ending cycles, and 11 is the power number I was just speaking about of creation and manifestation, as well as twin. So I love you guys. If you would like to join me for this working, I really look forward to working with you, and I love you so much. I will put the link to the spell in the description as well as the comment section. I'll also link my t-shirts in the description as well as the comment section. So I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.